What's up, fight fans? Welcome to the very first episode of Rolling with Magic Mike, where MMA meets the mats, where we talk cage wars, mat battles, and everything in between. I'm your host, Magic Mike, and today we are going to dive straight into the chaos. I'm going to be chopping it up with three of last week's New England fight winners. So we have Semaj Johnson, Julian Connerton, and newly crowned NEF amateur heavyweight champion Brandon Oldenburg. Do not move a muscle because we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Aaron from Go Forth, and we spent every single penny our company has on this sponsorship for the NEF podcast. I fired my entire marketing team, my graphic designer, and basically all my friends that we had hired. So if you don't want them to starve to death, I hope you'll go to goforthbrand.com and use the coupon code NEF20 for 20% off at checkout. You can find us on Instagram and YouTube at GoForthBrand, and you can find us online at goforthbrand.com. Check us out. You won't regret it. Thanks.
Is your hair out of control? Go follow my good friends over at Gold Beauty Shop. They offer everything from braids, twists, crochet, weave, wig installation, and so much more. Guys, go check them out. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram. I'll have their Instagram linked in the video. When you go get the work done, tell them Magic Mike sent you. What's up, guys? I am joined here by my good buddy Julian Connerton. Jiggy. Dude, you just had an awesome win at NEF 63 Cruel Summer over Qasim Abdullah. Your thoughts, first of all, compared to how you thought it was going to play out and then how it actually happened. Like, what's the correlation?
Genuinely, I wanted to take a step away from, like, the competitor aspect of it. You know what I mean? Like, you find a way to win and you take the way to win. You get a win and get out. I wanted to finish. I genuinely felt like I was better than this kid everywhere. And in the first round, I just started landing shots immediately, and they were just like funky shots, dude. They were spinning back kicks, spinning back fists, landing the jab. I wasn't letting him get anything off. And then I got wrapped up into the competitor mindset, and I was just like, all right, let's just keep my distance and just jab his face off and throw spinny stuff every time he tries and thinks of doing something. And then you hear there's a minute left, and you take him down, and you just spend some time on the ground. But yeah, I wanted to finish really bad. I wanted to end my amateur career with a finish, because that stuff's important when you go pro. You know what I mean? Like, you can win. You could be 8-0 with 8 decision wins, and you see somebody who's 6-0 with 6 finishes. That's just like, you know who you're going with. The guy who finishes. You know what I mean? So I gotta figure that part out. Right. But it was good. I rewatched it after the fight. I wasn't really satisfied at all, but I rewatched it and I was pretty satisfied with the first minute and a half. Other than that, I knew there was moments in there where I could have finished the fight, and I just ended up being the competitor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. This has me going a couple different ways right now. So you just kind of alluded at this being your last amateur fight?
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I'm 25 now. I'm going to take a little bit of time. I want to do some grappling matches. I want to do a grappling tournament. I wouldn't mind kickboxing fights, but I think I'm ready, bro. I mean, I've done everything. I've knocked people out. I've submitted people. I've had technical wars. I've had 5-round bloody wars. I've pretty much done everything as an amateur.
Yeah,
and
absolutely. I'm looking at your thing here, 7-3, dude.
Yeah,
Lots
it's a lot.
Fights for an amateur. That's a good.
For kickboxing fights too. I got
Right.
So I got 4 kickboxing fights too.
Yeah, dude. So you said you're gonna get some grappling in. Was there a moment, real quick, before we move past the fight? Was there a moment that in the fight where you noticed it was like this clicked or it changed, or did that ever have to happen? Did you? I mean, you said you went into it knowing that you were better than him, right? But was there a moment in the fight where you're like, I got this guy. Like, this is my fight for the next 9 minutes or whatever, 8 minutes, whatever.
Yeah, there was a moment in the first round. You can hear me, right? We're good. There was a moment in the first round where his coach would call for a combo, and he would like kind of hesitate a little bit. And as he hesitated, I would stick a jab out there, or I would change my level and give him something else to think about. And he would like show really on his face that he was frustrated. So once I saw that, I started like feinting a lot more and sticking my jab out there. And I was doing a lot of like hip feints. I started feigning back kicks and stuff like that too. I knew I started to get in my bag a little bit first round. And I was like, all right, now I can like actually play around a little bit. And then every time I heard there was a minute left, I was like, all right, now we're going down. And then it took The win. I mean, it's hard not to
right?
just not to win. Like, you know, there's a way to win. You take the way to win and
Yeah.
you win.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel that same thing when I was fighting. I was doing the same thing where it's like, I'm a grappler by nature,
Hmm.
and I know that's not always the most entertaining thing for the fans, but dude, I know I can win a grappling match. You know what I'm saying? So like, I totally feel you there. You said you're gonna take a little bit of time off from MMA, like a little bit. What are we thinking? 6, 12 months? What are we thinking there?
Start teaching, new teaching job in a couple weeks here. And I want to make sure I get my feet with that too. I'm going back to school as well to get my master's. So I want to make sure that I'm focused in that realm too. I got to give that the same level
Nice.
of I do.
What are you getting your master's in?
So they do like a 2-year program,
Yep.
and I get to like basically choose what subject I want to teach.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm thinking English. I like reading and writing.
Okay.
Definitely gonna stay away
Nice,
from
nice.
them.
We got a gentleman and a scholar over here. Hell yeah, dude.
Trying, man, trying.
I love that because, like, back in the day, people used to say cage fighting was like human cockfighting, right?
Hmm.
But you got guys like you who are like educated. You know what I mean? I just think it's cool. It's a poetic justice for the fighters. You know what I'm saying? That's cool.
You gotta have like a backup plan, especially like you go.
You gotta have a backup plan.
I went to school, so like I'm not gonna just not use my degree. And I
Yeah, for
train.
sure.
I train every day. I put countless hours in, still doing regular school stuff too. And
Yeah,
especially this fight, I really wanted to go in there and be like, I do this every single day. The only difference is there's
yeah.
people watching.
Right. This is giving serious warrior. You've seen the movie Warrior, I'm sure, with Tom
Mhm.
Hardy.
Yep.
Yeah, this is giving serious warrior vibes, bro. If you had to walk out to a totally ridiculous song, what would it be? Like, just like
Crazy.
totally ridiculous.
I was just talking about this the other day. Pink Pony Club.
Yes, dude.
That's that
Yes,
word.
yes.
I don't know what it is about that song, but it gets me going.
Love it, dude. Love it, dude. Yeah, absolutely. I'll be teaching jiu-jitsu and I got that played in the background. They're like, dude, what? What?
You're dancing and stuff.
What's right, right? What is the weirdest thing you've done during a fight camp to stay focused?
Play UFC,
Play
like
UFC, like on
and
the
like
Xbox or the play.
actually try shit, like playing the
Yeah,
game. Like that'll work, and then you go to training the next day and do it. But it's like you're
yeah,
playing,
yeah, yeah.
you're relaxing, but at the same time you're like being creative with like your art. I
Dude,
saw
that's Max Holloway right there.
that's exactly what I did. I was like, all right, let me see if this is like real. But it's pretty
Right?
cool.
Yeah, dude, I agree. I used to used to love it, bro. Who would play you in a movie version of your fight career? What actor is going to be playing you in your movie? I'll preface this too. I don't know actors that well, so like if you give me a character from another movie, that's better for me because I'm like, you know,
Thinking Black Panther.
Black Panther yet. What
I
was the
like
last part?
Chadwick Boseman. That was his name,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
He's just
Yep,
super.
I think so. Yeah,
I liked how stoic
yeah,
he was.
yeah.
Home and
Love it, love it.
yeah,
If you weren't fighting, what would you be doing? Like, what sport would you be doing and dominating at?
probably go to the local pickleball league and dominate all the old heads in pickleball.
Yeah.
No, I'd still be teaching. I mean,
uh,
I wish in high school I did a bunch of different sports. I played football for 13 years, and if I knew I was going to be doing MMA, I would have wrestled. I probably would have played lacrosse. I probably would have tried a bunch of different sports. Um,
yeah.
so I don't know, but I definitely do like.
Biggest regret for me.
Yeah,
No, I was just gonna say, biggest regret for me is I didn't wrestle in high school.
me too. If I knew, if only I knew.
Right, right, right.
But it seems so far fetched fighting at first,
Yeah, it does, dude.
and
Yeah, it's wild.
yeah,
Sorry, there's like a little bit of a lag, and I think so. Like, this is gonna upload it, our separate videos, so I think I'll be able to edit it all together real nice and smooth. But that's why I'm like, I don't hear you talking, and I talk, and then you are talking. So that's my bad. But that's what I got for questions, brother. Is there anything else you'd like to say before I let you go? We're right about the 10-minute mark now, so get you out of here so you can get back to your vacation.
no, I just probably just say thank you to all my friends, my family. Like this, the journey itself, like It's been crazy. And I'm sure the reason why we all started fighting is because there's something that you get out of it that is a release in a sense, and a place to put emotions without getting in trouble for doing that. There's a place that you use to like handle your emotions. And for example, like my last fight in February, I was going through a rough time in my life, and I was like, I'd be damned if I don't use this platform, this sport to let all of this stuff out, which is why I fought the way I fought. I had a 5 round war, and I got what I wanted out of it. So I walked away with a loss, but that's the game we played.
Yeah,
I was
absolutely.
satisfied with the fight, but all of my friends and family, they still supported me. They still like they drew the line in the sand, and they stayed on this side, and I'll always love and respect them for that. The sponsors, like, they've been with me. I have like 3 or 4 sponsors that have been with me since my first boxing fight, and that's 14 fights in the span of. My first fight was 2022, so 3 years, 14 fights in 3 years, and they
Pretty
stuck
good,
with
man.
me. Yeah, and they've been with me the whole time. Them and support, and I'm gonna bring them with me into the pro, and we're gonna get up in the pro rank.
Hell yeah, bro, dude. It's a. I was at that fight, by the way, with Edwin Penna. I was there working the event, but dude, I took a step back just to be a fan for a second. I was in the crowd with one of my friends, and that was a banger of a fight, dude. That was a solid fight, man. Split decision too. Like that was fire.
And
Um,
I've like even after there was just like I was not ups I'm still not upset with that fight at all. That was probably my one of my favorite fights. That's what you want when you get into the sport. Like you want something like that. You want to just be. I remember the start of the second round, we looked at each other and we were like, "Yeah, we're gonna be here for 5."
yeah.
Because I hit him
Hey,
hard as I could
dude.
hit anybody, bro, in the first, and then he dropped me in the first, and I recovered and he recovered, and we're standing there before the second round starts, and we're like,
Yeah, dude. That's you can't be upset with that, man. That could have gone either way. You got a ton of highlights out of that. He got a ton of highlights out of that. You guys made each other better because of that. You know what I'm saying?
both took each other to a different place.
Absolutely, brother. Let you go, man. Once you get back to your vacation, like I said.
I
All right,
appreciate you.
brother. We will see you. We will see you in the near future on some grappling matches and going pro MMA shortly after, hopefully.
Yes, sir. That's the plan.
Peace out, man.
All right, brother.
I am joined today with Semaj Johnson, my boy here, 3-0 in Muay Thai kickboxing. Dude, you just had an awesome fight last weekend at NEF 63 Cruel Summer. First of all, how you doing, dude?
I'm doing good, man. A little tired today. The kids drained my energy, but other than that, we're doing all right. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic, dude, and we're getting it done. You know what I'm saying? So how did the fight go last weekend compared to how you thought it was going to go? Like your camp, you have an expectation, you're envisioning a certain way that it's going to go. How did it actually go compared to that?
The fight went exactly how we planned it. My last 2 fights, I was just a little. My first fight, I was fighting not to gas out. The second fight, I was fighting a little slower because the game plan we had going in with this kid, the kid completely flipped it on us. And in this fight camp, we just wanted to apply the pressure and keep moving forward and just make him feel my punches and my kicks. Then that's what we did.
Was there like a moment in the fight where you felt the momentum, where you knew like there was a click and you were like, this is mine, like I got this?
Literally, as soon as I walked in the cage, and not to take anything away from Mark, he's a tough dude, but as soon as I got into that cage, I just knew once all that anxiety and tension just left my body. As soon as I walked through the cage, I knew there was nothing this kid was going to.
You told me you had some news to break yesterday. They kind of broke it on a
Yes,
live stream, but I think it's still
yes,
fresh.
it's super fresh because only like 2 people have said something to me about it. September 12th, I'll be fighting for the inaugural 155 Muay Thai title down at Cage Titans in Plymouth, and I'm super pumped for it. Super pumped.
Dude, that is awesome. Congratulations on that. First of all, that's
Thank you.
that's pretty that's pretty sweet. Um,
Thank you.
as far as your opponent, how does that? When did you get the offer? How did this unravel?
Got got the offer early Thursday afternoon. Accepted right away. I don't know much about the kid. I know he's 3-1, so it'll be good. It'll probably be my toughest fight, and I love the challenge. I love it.
Dude, absolutely. And you said that's September 13th or 12th?
September 12th.
12th. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so they're
And that,
doing
is that
like
part
two.
of their, are they doing?
13. So I'm sorry. So it's Ring Titans on the 12th, and then Cage Titans on the 13th.
I heard it is cool. I mean, they're doing like this Fight Fest thing, and I think
Yeah.
I was watching the rest of that live stream yesterday, and Mike was saying that they ended it back in like 2020, I believe, and they've been
Yeah, I said right
trying to
before
get this
COVID
Fight
they
Fest.
couldn't. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
Well, I guess it's weird.
Cool.
They're supposed to have Friday night. They're having fights in the cage and in the ring, and then Saturday they're just doing fights in the cage. So I'm just one. I'm excited to be a part of this. Two, I'm excited to see how this is going to happen.
Yeah. That's gonna be fun. I mean, it's stuff like that for promoters. I'm sure is like I'm sure it's like a little bit of a headache, but it's also like really fun. It's like a thing to like a puzzle to to figure out. NEF has done some like boxing ring / cage work. And
they did that last year. Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild, dude. But if you had to walk out to a totally ridiculous song, like what would it be and why?
Oh man, Pink Pony Club. I love that song.
You're the second person. I'm hoping we get 3 for. Yeah, Julian said it earlier today on the pod.
That's fun. So it's weird. It's either Pink Pony Club or Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus. Those are like my go-to ridiculous songs.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. What's the weirdest thing you've done during fight camp to stay focused?
Man, purposely buying my kids pizza and watching them eat it, and that's me not eating it. It's like discipline. Punishing myself.
Diabolical.
Yeah.
That is diabolical. Dude, my old man, he's always been in my corner for like all but one of my fights, and the other one he missed was down in Florida. And he used to just eat like juicy burgers and all kinds of stuff right in front of me, like the day of weigh-ins and stuff, and like the week leading up. I'm like, bro, that's not fair.
Yeah, they're always
all right. So
snacks, we have some ice cream.
Yeah, dude, it's totally messed up, and they don't get it. Like, and then they're like, "Oh, why are you grumpy?" You know?
Yeah.
Who would play you in a movie about you, right? So you got your career going on. Who's playing you? What actor?
Maybe. So it's gonna be like a cartoon character, but the kid that plays Miles Morales in the multiverse. He's not a real person.
Oh,
I feel like that's probably the most.
I love it.
That's probably the person that looks the most like me, I guess.
Dude, I love it. Yeah, absolutely. Dude, I love that movie too. Absolutely amazing art style. Like, incredible stuff. I'm a total nerd for all that stuff. So.
Dude, I am too. I got
let me see.
Marvel sleeve on one arm and then Star Wars on the other arm. Oh, also, by the way, I thanked you before, but thank you for that NEF Star Wars theme T-shirt.
Absolutely, dude. I told you I was trying to get it to you a while back, but
I know things didn't work out.
Right. So, okay, if you were not fighting, what would you be doing, like sports wise? What would you be dominating the circuit with? What sport?
I think if I wasn't fighting, I'd still be competing in jiu-jitsu. But I guess that's considered some form of fighting. Other than that, I don't know. This is weird to say, but like my other sports career is like washed up because I'm an old man and my body's beat up from playing basketball, football, running track, but it's allowing me to fight, which the math isn't mathing, I guess.
Right. Yeah. Dude, yeah, your Instagram handle is Semaj_BJJ, and we've seen three kickboxing Muay Thai fights. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
But
I gotta
hey,
change that,
whatever.
huh?
Yeah, change it to Semaj underscore kickboxing / Muay Thai. I
That's
think we
it.
got a thing going. If you could be any animal, but it had to be a goose, what would it be and why?
If it had to be a goose,
Yeah. Okay. He's.
it'd be a silly
Uh,
goose because I'm a silly
yeah.
guy. I don't know.
That's actually a good answer. That's actually. All right. Silly goose. No, that's fire. Anything else you'd like to shout out or say before we get out of here? Because we got your breaking news for the title. You're 3-0 Muay Thai kickboxing. That next fight, yeah, September 12th.
Things, yeah, I'd like to get back up there on November 8th. So, Matt, if you're listening to this, let's get a title for 155 for myself. And then I think Connor Morrell, after his last fight, after beating William Lagasse, he should be fighting for a title up there as well. We got a bunch of dudes in the gym that are killers. We should be getting them fights. John McNeil, Jeff Reynolds, Dan Schultz. I can't even think of any other guys right now. Sean Tobin, Julian Menjivar. Um, Although this is like interviews about me, like I want my teammates to be able to have more opportunities than I do because they help me out so much and I help them. Um, we have Corey O'Reilly. He is. You got to talk to Corey O'Reilly. He's a character, and I love that kid to death. Yeah, I just want us all to thrive, man. And yeah, I'm looking for sponsors for my next fight. So if you guys are watching and listening, message me. Shoot me a message. Shoot a listener a message. Anybody from KTA, we're listening.
Absolutely. Sponsors hit up
Oh, and my
my
kids
guy.
too. Adrian, August. I love you. I can't. I didn't say I love my daughter in my last interview from the fight, and she was mad at me for 2 days. So,
Oh
Adrian, I love
no.
you. You're strong. Peace up. A-Town down.
Hell yeah, dude. Awesome stuff, dude. I'm a huge fan of you guys, of your whole gym. Honestly, after
Thank you,
your
brother. Thank you.
teammate Jeff beat my ass, I just became a huge fan
Dude,
of
so
KTA.
Jeff is the nicest person I've ever met in my life. He's
Oh,
also
I
one
believe it.
of the scariest person. Him and John McNeil, the scariest human beings around.
Well, I know that part. I know that part. But yeah, no. We went out because we have a tradition: win or lose, win, lose or draw. We always go out afterwards and celebrate the
Yeah.
camp and all the dedication and the time, right? So we go out after that fight, and I'm like the worst I've ever been after a fight, and just because, dude, I got brutalized in that fight, and we ended up seeing Walter out there at one of the places. I don't remember what it was. It was some pizza joint, and dude, such a nice guy, you know.
Dude, Hoff was
He like
awesome.
offered me his he offered me his pizza and stuff. I was like, dude, I'm gonna buy my own, but like, thank you. You know,
Yeah.
he's a super cool guy, and just ever since, like, we see each other at like tournaments and stuff, and all the fights, and he's always coming up and say hi. So really cool to have like a an awesome, genuine character of a coach.
Yes, it
Like
helps. It
Walter.
helps
So
a lot.
absolutely. All right, brother. Well, I'm not gonna take any more of your time. You're on your way to the combat zone
No,
fights, right?
combat zone. Yeah, we got John Rivera fighting for our 155 AMI title, and my boy Kobe for his first Muay Thai fight. I can't wait. This kid's a killer.
There we go. Shout out to them as
Yeah.
well.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Well, it was a pleasure talking to you, man. I do appreciate you hopping
Thank
on,
you.
man. I'll see you next time.
Yes, sir. Be safe.
You as well.
Thank you.
All right, I am joined here today with my good buddy Brandon Oldenburg, who just had an amazing TKO finish over last weekend's NEF card, NEF 63 Cruel Summer. Dude, first of all, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. It's been an awesome week.
How's everything feel? Did you take any damage in that last fight?
No, we kind of got inadvertent headbutt. Left me a little bit of a black eye. Besides that, no, I was great.
Um, how does that feel to somebody who has the hype train, and not only that, but is 7-0?
Yeah, I mean, I love being the underdog. I've kind of been the underdog in every fight I've had. And, I knew it was a a steep mountain to climb, and I like that. Everyone already had me counted out, you know, besides my people. So I almost think taking that O was felt just as good as getting the belt.
For me, first of all, those names are insane. I have had the pleasure of rolling with Brett Martin before. I know Logan Bond is an animal. I don't have too many like experiences with Wade, but those two guys alone, like those are tough fights, right? And those were brawls. But you come back after 3 losses and you get 3 fights in a row, 3 wins, all by like nasty TKOs and KOs, like 16-second round 1 TKO, right? How do you find the momentum? Like after 3 losses, like I mean, anyone else is going to be quitting, right? They're going to be done. How do you find that momentum?
I thought about it pretty hard. Brett fight was pretty disheartening because we started the stand up in the beginning of that, just a couple of exchanges, and I felt a lot of confidence in the beginning of that because I landed some shots and thought it was going to be a good fight. And then even when he shot in, we wrestled against the cage. I felt like I was still stronger. I turned him. I should have disengaged, kept fighting. At the time, I was a much less experienced wrestler, grappler. And, I got baited into his game, and he capitalized on it. Then I had quite some time off after that. And, between then and my next fight, I ended up at Titan. And figured I'd give it at least one more try. And even though I lost the Bond fight, that kid, look at him. He's an animal.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I remember watching that and just being like, because I was there, and I think that was the night I lost as well. I just got off the phone with his teammate, Jeff Reynolds. So, fight at the Opera. I'm pretty sure that was that same night. And I remember seeing you and Logan Bond, and I'm like, dude, this is Clash of the Titans over here. So. But dude, okay, so first of all, a question that I'm genuinely curious about is where did you come from?
So actually, when I was like 18, it was funny because Eduardo Benjamin and another guy named Adam Sawyer, we're doing jiu-jitsu. They're doing Gracie jiu-jitsu at the Golds in Bangor. Some of my buddies talked me into going, and I started training there for a while. And then they parted ways. I ended up going with Adam. I actually had a fight lined up at the time. Stuff went south with their coach. He ended up peacing out. Didn't happen, and kind of life took over, and I ended up doing line work. So I was on the road for a long time. And I still I'd go every state I'd go to. I'd find a gym to go train at, and still kind of kept the interest. Gym moved into town. I figured I'd give it one more go, and here we are. I loved it.
Don't you love that too? How you can go pretty much anywhere, and most gyms at least will, welcome you with open arms. Because I mean,
sure.
That's just the way the sport is. That's the same. I mean, jiu-jitsu and MMA as well. But I love that about our sport. It's just very welcoming to new people.
Yep.
Typically.
Same. I've traveled around and visited a lot of gyms. I've had nothing but great experiences. Yep. I mean, we knew he was going to want to grapple. It's been his go-to. He stood up at the beginning a little bit longer than I thought and took some leg kicks. And then he instantly shot in. And I've worked so hard on my wrestling with a lot of wrestlers. And it just kind of settled in, felt right. And, the size thing definitely played a part. I actually came in really light. I usually walk around to like 235, 240. I was training so much, so often that no matter how much I ate, how much I lifted, I could not keep the weight on. I just kept shaving weight. So.
I remember Stipe Miocic saying that back in the day. There was one time he came in way underweight just because he was training so hard and sweating so much.
Yeah. It was crazy. There's nothing I could do.
Right. I mean, only so much you can do. But so was there a moment in the fight where you knew like this is the turning point, or was it just from the start that you knew you were like something clicked or changed, or you just knew you were winning this fight?
I felt amazing the whole time before. I've never been more focused and in tune to everything around me. And there was 2 moments at the beginning of that fight where it clicked. is when they were announcing us right before we were about to fight. I couldn't see him. There was too many people in the way. And usually you can see your opponent, and I couldn't. And then as soon as everybody dispersed, I made eye contact with him, and he instantly looked away. And like everyone says, Nate White doesn't do that. He stares people through their soul, and he instantly looked away. And then we started moving. I came into it, and I just threw a feint for a leg kick, and he checked it like he was scared, not like he was a fighter. And from that moment on, I'm like, this is going to be fun.
Wow, that's got to be exhilarating to have that feeling, especially from the jump. What was the game plan going in? Did you like, you knew he was going to wrestle, right? I mean, that's his go-to. But was there a game plan from you, other than sprawl and defend the takedowns and stuff? What was your game plan?
I mean, we wanted to keep it on the feet, but like I progressed in I always take pride in learning quickly with whatever I do in life period. So like a lot of the stuff I progressed at, started doing really well at, started getting comfortable with a lot of the wrestling, especially in top positions. So it was like wherever it takes us, we'll go. If I was going to be on my back, we were going to try to get up. But most of the time, I ended up in a pretty dominant position, and I could settle in and kind of work from there.
Let's give the fans like a preview into the future. So you're the new NEF amateur heavyweight champion. Are you looking to get back in there quick? Are you looking to defend that, or was that one? Are you done?
Most likely, I'm probably done. I got a brand new house we almost finishing up for winter, and then I actually have to have surgery on my neck. I've put off. Like I was in the process of getting it, and should have actually had surgery in July, but the fight came up. I talked to my doctors. They said push it back. So hopefully this winter, spring, that'll happen. After I recover from all that, we'll see. But as of right now, we got a ton of guys that coming up that want to fight. We got a bunch of new guys trying to get on the Bangor card. A bunch of our pros want to fight, so I'm gonna coach and help out there and do what I can. So
awesome. I mean, I thought the one before this was you retired the one before this, right? And this was like the comeback.
Yeah, actually, I was done. I felt completely great about it. It kind of fell in line because Ed Davis had a fight, and I put in a full camp with him. Jared was supposed to have a fight, put in a full camp with him, and then Bruce had a fight and put a full camp with him. So like, I stayed in shape and trained a lot, and then I just happened to get the call, and the wife gave me approval. So you get a title shot and don't have to cut weight. You kind of got to say yes.
Yeah, dude. No, that's awesome. Yeah, I love it. I love that you added in there too. The wife gave the approval. Like, man, I don't know what it is. I get the itch every now and then, and I say it, and I get the old eye roll. Cause
I got plenty of those.
They know what it's about to take to get there.
Yeah. They sacrifice a lot. If you have a good woman, they sacrifice a lot themselves and put in just as much effort.
They do, absolutely. And shout out to them, like they don't get enough attention on these podcasts and these shows where, they're also they're putting in a lot of work for us to pursue these dreams and stuff.
100%.
Couple lighthearted things here and we can wrap it up, brother. So I've been asking the guys, if you had to walk out to a totally ridiculous song, what would it be?
Oh, man, I mean, I walked out to Miley Cyrus as it was. I thought that was pretty. I don't know. We were in sparring every once in a while. I like to dance with somebody comes on. That's a pretty good one.
Who would play you in a movie version of yourself?
It's a tough one. I don't know. The guy that played Reacher is pretty badass. I mean, I look nothing like him, but it'd be pretty awesome to have him play me.
If you weren't fighting, what sport would you have done, or what sport would you be dominating at?
I mean, I love basketball, man. I grew up a basketball player.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Did you play that all the way through high school?
Yeah, I did, and played in college too.
Nice. Awesome, dude. All right, well, I think I got the bulk of my questions, and we're at 12 minutes. I mean, it's also, hey, you won the belt, so I figured a couple extra minutes too. That works,
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, dude. I mean, congrats on the belt. It's awesome. It feels good. I know it feels good, man. So, Congratulations on that. Any shout outs you want to give before we hop out of here?
I want to shout out Titan Athletics. My business, Moosehead Trail Power Sports. You need your boat winterized. Winter's coming soon. And my boy Devin at Maine Refined K9.
Hell yeah, brother. Well, it was a pleasure talking with you, and I wish you the best of luck in whatever endeavors you choose to follow after this.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate you, man.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.